Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my pick and analysis for the Super Bowl 51 matchup between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. While I do like the New England Patriots in this one, of course, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are going for unprecedented 5 Super Bowl titles in this game. I do believe they will get it. This will be a very good battle in terms of scoring, perhaps because you have Atlanta was the #1 scoring offense during the regular season. New England was #3. New England averaged nearly 28 points per game. Atlanta nearly 34. However, I do believe it will level out somewhat in the Super Bowl mainly because New England's defense, which is really the main reason I'm picking them. New England had the #1 scoring defense in the NFL this season, giving up just 15.6 points per game. Now, you look at the scoring defense for Atlanta, not quite the same, giving up over 25 points per game. There was about a 10-point disparity in their scoring defense. Now, Atlanta's defense has picked up a little bit in recent weeks, though, so it may be improved in this particular game and given the magnitude of this game. Now, quarterback Tom Brady is an infallible 4-0 lifetime against the Atlanta Falcons. I do think he has a very good chance of making it 5-0 in this game, and 3 of those 4 games were actually at Atlanta. So, another thing, too, is that you look at this game. Now, as far as the passing offense, I mean, these teams really, in a lot of ways, I'm going to get to more of this in a minute, but these teams are like replicas of each other, with the exception of the defense, of course, Patriots having the advantage. You look at the passing offense, New England was #4 in the NFL, and Atlanta was #3. You look at the turnover differential, New England +12 in the regular season, Atlanta +11. Now, both of these teams had only 11 turnovers during the regular season. That's less than 1 per game. So, I mean, I understand the turnover battle often plays an integral role in virtually every game, but in this game especially. So even if somebody wins the turnover battle 1-0 or 2-1, I do really like their prospects in winning this game. You can understand why, because these teams simply don't make too many mistakes that way or turn the ball over that much. Now, the thing is, both these teams come in red hot. The New England Patriots have won 9 consecutive games. The Falcons have won 6 in a row. Falcons are averaging 39 points per game during their 6-game winning streak. So those are some things to look at as far as this matchup goes. Now, the thing, too, is if there's any Achilles heel for the Patriots, well, it might be the pass defense a little bit. I mean, they rank #12 in the NFL this season, giving up about 238 yards per game, but they were still in the upper tier. But if you were to find out what was the weakest thing on this team, that would probably be it. Matt Ryan could very well throw for 300 yards in this game, or at least close to it. But I just feel that the Patriots defense is going to play well enough to contain the Falcons and contain Matt Ryan and also their running game. Now, I think the Patriots' run defense, given the fact that they were one of the best run defenses during the regular season, and they also pretty much clamped down on Pittsburgh's running attack in last week's game. I know a lot of that was attributed to Le'Veon Bell leaving the game earlier. Le'Veon Bell, I think, was held to 20 yards rushing on like 6 carries. So that did play a role. But nonetheless, the New England Patriots do have a very formidable run defense, to say the least. They were #3 in the NFL in that department. They only gave up, I think it was like around 88 yards per game or something. So they were really one of the better, 88.6 yards per game as far as running goes. And I think a lot of the Patriots defense, I mean, they almost attain these rankings surreptitiously because you hear all the talk about Tom Brady and you hear about Edelman, and you know, Chris Hogan last week had like, I think he had like 180 receiving yards, and you hear all these things about the offense and the receivers in Brady, and don't get me wrong, they deserve all the praise that they get. Tom Brady could very well go down as the greatest quarterback in NFL history, and especially if the Patriots win this game, that might cement that spot, really, I think. So, but the defense has played exceptionally well this season, and that's what I think is going to be the difference in this battle. I think the run defense is going to contain Atlanta's running back. I do believe they will contain the Atlanta offense with Matt Ryan and company. I think the game it's going to level out to like a 27-24 victory for the Patriots, I believe. Atlanta averaged nearly 34 points per game in the regular season, and as I stated before, 39 points in the last 6 games. But you're going against the top scoring defense in the NFL. I don't think they're going to reach 34 points in this game, Atlanta. I think it'll be like 24. So anyway, I mean, the one last thing I want to say about this, I think what's interesting too, is that even though technically the Atlanta Falcons are the home team, this is a neutral site. This is essentially a road game for both teams because they're playing in Houston, and of course Houston is not New England and it's not Atlanta. So this is unfamiliar territory, and essentially it's a road game for both of them. New England was a flawless 8-0 against Atlanta. 8-0 on the road this season. Atlanta was 6-2 on the road, but if New England was a little bit better on the road, infallible 8-0. And I don't know if I stated this before, but if I didn't, that Tom Brady lifetime is 4-0 against the Falcons, and 3 of those 4 games were at Atlanta. I do like his prospects of making his all-time record against the Falcons 5-0. Anyway, I'm taking the Patriots to win in a close one over Atlanta. And until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.